Hello YouTube, this is Paul and I'm a Reformed Nerd, and welcome back to Railway Empire. Again, I was not planning on having a third episode of this in a row in such quick succession. But it's about midnight here, and I couldn't help but wonder what I could do with my lines and make them a little bit more efficient. So let's go on ahead and get this up and going. So just as a quick reminder, in my last episode, I did manage to expand over here to London, and I'm refocusing my trade between Toledo and London, and Chicago and Indianapolis. However, that Chicago to Indianapolis line had a little bit of a delay, because this train here decided to go straight through Toledo on its way to Indianapolis, rather than taking that nice new rail that I set up for it specifically for that purpose. So thank you for that. We'll see how long it takes him to get to where he's actually supposed to go. However, I did want to make a few changes here before I actually started it up and running. I was getting a little confused between which trains were going where, so I wanted to go through and I'm going to rename those lines just to make them a little bit more top of mind, I suppose you could say. And beyond that, I also wanted to try to make some adjustments in regards to my signaling on these lines. So I'm going to be throwing down a bunch of random stop signs and those sorts of things, and also making it top priority to go get this connection bonus here and start putting the steers into London to be turned into nice lovely steaks. So I'm just going to pause this up as I get that done, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so the first edit I did, of course, was updating the names of the trains, so I just made it very easy. City, resource, or city, and the type. So either freight or express, and I got 11 lines at the moment. And for the most part, I'm happy with their productivity. Some of them are more profitable than others, of course, especially the express lines here. This one, of course, is losing money simply because it doesn't actually make any sales. It just gets woods to the warehouse, so I'm okay with that. Beyond that, I did go around and I decided to throw on additional stop signals wherever I could get the opportunity, because I realized that if you held down control and put down a signal, it would actually space them out reasonably evenly along the line. So I went around to all of my current operational lines and just did that. And I figured that would help because I am aiming to increase the level of traffic on my line significantly, and I thought these additional well-spaced out stop signs would be of value to help keep that traffic in line without trains running into each other. I am pretty much out of money because I blew through the last bit of my reserves getting the Chicago and Indianapolis lines connected, which I'm going to have to wait a long time to get a return on because of this train taking its good old time. Oh, not that one actually, but taking its good old time to actually get itself situated. So I'm going to let time progress just to get some additional funds coming in, and we'll go from there. And one final adjustment was that I marked the London line one way in both directions, and I did go ahead and add these switch lanes here just so that both can get into the proper facility here in London. Alright, beyond that, I think that's all I have the money to do for the time being. So let's hit play. Okay, what was this? Toledo London freight is waiting for track clearance. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Oh, okay, I'm already getting up to 30. Wow. That was a $30,000 express line. Hey, that's not bad at all. Okay, got some personnel coming in. Got a stoker for reliability. Security guard for freight. I don't remember if I have a security guard on my freight train that I just started from London and Toledo, so I'll hire him. And alright, I think I can just get by with one for now. Headhunter, well, I got screwed the last time I tried to use Headhunter, so I'll skip that. Next successful auction reduced by 25,000, but 26K is a lot of money, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick one up because I do think I need to get into the industry game here. I'd like to pick up one of the nice industries I have in maybe like Chicago with a meat packing plant, but that's probably going to be a hefty sum of money. So I think he'd pay for himself once I get enough money in the bank to actually be able to do that. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Let me just pause up and I'm going to check my London Toledo freight train. So yeah, I didn't have a guard on this one. No tasks. So I'm gonna go ahead and assign you here. And did I set up a Chicago Indianapolis freight line? So let's see, Chicago Indy Freight. So I do have a Chicago Indy Freight, but I don't have a express line. Okay. So in that case, I might as well go on ahead and set up a new line for Indianapolis to Chicago. This one's going to be passengers and mail only. And I'll add my express train locomotive. Alright, so I think it should be able to handle that. I am going to need to go on ahead and either double up that line. Alright, now what I'll do is I'll have, I don't want to bother building another bridge. Bridges are quite expensive in this game. So I'm going to put out a parallel track here. Oh my, that's already 30,000. That's already more expensive than I can afford. Alright, well, since this Lost Soul is running over here to get to Toledo, I've got a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this express train run by itself, and then before it gets back to Indianapolis, I'm going to have to get that in place so that these two lines won't intersect and interfere with each other. So it's getting loaded up. Oh, pretty full. Not bad. Not bad. And one empty, which is not a bad thing, because then I can go on ahead and add a rail and dining car to it. So I lost one, but hopefully that will increase the profit to make it worth my time. Please go left, please. Yeah, okay, he went left. He's not going to repeat the same issue I have with this lost one up here. If a farm or mine expands, so does that mean that the brewery has grown? How much is 968,000? That's expensive. So yeah, if I do try to get this in an auction, that guy's gonna save me 250,000 easy. So I'll make 10 times his cost. Okay, so here's my Chicago Indianapolis freight train, waiting on the Toledo Indianapolis Express. So, where's that express? Toledo, Indianapolis. Oh, new connection bonus down here somewhere. Toledo grain corn line. Okay, so that's this one coming in. So what's that connection bonus? Way down here for sugar? Is that sugar? Yeah, that's sugar. How much? 100,000? How much would... Frankly, I don't really need it in the system yet. I don't think any of my cities actually need sugar. Oh yeah, I gotta deselect this. So no, I don't want to do that now. Okay. How much would it cost to get the tracks laid for here? 200,000. That's not right. Okay, so that's 19. So only about 19 plus 40 for the thing, so that's 60. So that's a profit of, yeah, that's a pretty good profit. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up now. Small rail station. Okay, I'm going to put that here.
More stations mean more profit.
There we go. So yeah, I'm not even going to bother to connect this yet until I have a greater need for sugar, but I'll take that 40,000 that they were offering. And on the other hand, I might as well get this one set up as well. Okay. So, is Toronto steak? Meat. Toronto is also meat. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get this set up here. And I'll use the profit from that to set up a Toronto rail line, which I'm also going to pump in to this farm. The other direction, please. Okay. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and get this set up as well. And for now, I don't really need this. I'll hold off on that for now. Alright, what I'll do is I'll have my southern lines, my southern trains use track 2. So set up rail line, so in London I want you to use track... Oh, I already did that. You're using track 2 exclusively. And where's my freight line? I thought I saw some smoke over here. Very good. And I'm going to set you up for track 2 as well. Great. And I'm going to set up new lines for London. And I'm going to put you on track 1. And you're going to be freight. And I'm going to set up a new train as well for Toronto, which is also going to be freight. And I should still have enough that I can set up a new train from London to Toronto, which will be express. There we go. But I'm going to need to put down new signaling because this is going to become quite busy track quite quickly. Okay. So I'm going to manually put in a stop for here and a stop for here, just to keep the two cattle trains from running into each other or blocking each other. And yeah, that would prevent the express train from coming in at an inopportune time. But I do want to maybe double that up. I won't worry about it just yet, because Toronto's not really going to be a priority for me. Even though I love Toronto, I actually lived there for a few years myself. And frankly, even in 1850, I think it was more than just this. So, alright. That was a pretty quick expansion, so I'm happy with that. And I think that's about all I can do for now. And Chicago's getting pretty close to that 400,000 mark, so I think I should try to put some money in the bank. Because, yeah, it's getting almost everything it needs. Perfect. And I don't know, is it worth going up here and trying to get that? To be honest, I don't really think it is. And how much would it be? How much would I get back for demolishing the station? Because I'm wondering if it might be worth getting the faster load up speed and combining these two stations into one, like this friendly person did. But of course I don't have enough money to buy that larger station yet, so I'll come back to that here in a minute. London and Toronto. Alright, that loaded up pretty quick, actually. But I should have put in the rail cars first. Okay. So let's get him on his way and see how much money I'm going to be making for this quick line, because frankly, if there's enough passenger demand between these two cities, I should be able to run back and forth quick enough. Is he stopping? Okay, I don't know if he was going to stop or not, but that was actually... Okay, are you going to stop? Okay, yeah, so he's going to stop there. It would be nice to run that double line just so that doesn't get... Well, actually, I'm making a lot of money pretty quickly now. Okay. Well, let's see, how much is this going to get me? Express trains stolen.
What do we have here? Looks like the plans from your development.
That was only 13? Someone did another campaign against me in Toledo.
Are you happy? I got you an article in the newspaper.
God, he's annoying, but I find him funny, also. Okay. So yeah, I think I better set up that side rail. I'll take it down here. 15,000. Yeah, I mean that's one load. That was how much my express train did in the last load by itself. Okay. But he's not using it. So let's make this one way. And this one way. And I'll go ahead and just put those at equal distances. Alright. Now will it go? Good. Because if he does wait too long, he'll be blocking the other cattle train from making it there. And as these two pass each other, wave. Nice Canadian hello. I'm still thinking about that wood. Bandits, I don't need bandits, but let me see what's going on the research front, because I do want that nicer express train. Okay. Reduces maintenance by 10, but it's just 100. 100 points gets that unlocked, and now I have access to this train once I get another 100, which should be about a month or 2 months time to get there. Fair enough. Random breakdown. Oh, wait. Do I have supply... Okay, I got supply tower there. Yeah. Breakdowns remind me that I need supply towers. I'm just so used to trains running out of whatever it is that they need and causing me a headache. Okay, so how much am I getting from this one? 12,000. It's not the most profitable, but it's so short. I mean, if I can just keep doing that, it's not bad at all. Waiting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So why didn't you wait here for that line? Okay, so I'm going to need to set this up as a double track as well. So as soon as you get past the supply tower, go on ahead and get this down to here. Oh, just enough. It makes it. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and get this line singled up. And make this one way in that direction. And make this one way in the other direction. Does that fix the problem? Yes, it does. Perfect. So these lines should be running without too much of an issue. He's heading to get more cattle anyway. Perfect. Off they go. And hopping over to that line. Okay, that works. That works. I'm happy with that. 2 trains. Okay, I already fixed that. American Central Expense Network, 3,863 miles. Okay, very good. I'm okay with that. Nice to be in the newspaper for my own merits rather than what other people want to put in the paper about me, so I'll take that as a win. How's things down here at the home front? Chai Indy Freight. Where's Chai? Okay, waiting for the Toledo Indy Express. Where's the Toledo Indy Express? Oh, the Toledo Indy. Waiting for the Toledo Grain Corn line, which is this. No, that's Toledo Grain. Okay. Toledo London Freight. Okay. Chicago grows! Good news, good news. Does that mean I can buy something here? Because I really want to start using my 15% bonus on factories. Each city can have up to 3 industries. Okay, so I can... How much are these? 400,000. I mean, I don't want a brewery. I already got meat here, so weaving factory is pretty much the only thing I have access to that would be worth it. Alright, so I need to get to 400,000 pretty quick before someone else buys that. But what I was looking at over here, I mean, Toledo is just getting too bogged down. It's starting to get a little bit of a headache, really. What should I do? What if I pull out... Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and invest in a sidetrack. Go ahead and invest in a sidetrack here. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead, buy that, and at the same time I'll delete this, and get this connected here, And then, of course, set up the switches for the lines to go here. And then, of course, we're going to just get this singled up. I'm going to go on ahead and put one in here to mark this one as one way. Here, I'll mark this one as one way. Is that going to work? Okay, yeah, so these ones on the way in are going to go on ahead and hop onto this rail, heading into town. And they can have their pick of lines. Actually, no. I want to reverse that. So, okay, as they come out, yeah, they can go on ahead and hop onto this rail, and they can head out in this direction. Whoa. I don't know what... I hope I didn't screw anything up there. Okay. And the reason why I wanted to reverse it is that I also want to get a spur coming out from there to go around the city. If I can find an appropriate place to hook it back up. I've got so many line stunts going on here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And the reason for that is this is the warehouse line. Since this is going to be skipping Toledo on the way to the warehouse, I'm just going to go on ahead and have it go through this waypoint to get around the city rather than going through it and clogging up that line longer than they have to. And that will actually allow me to expand. Random breakdown. Okay, this will actually allow me to expand the number of trains I have bringing grain to the warehouse, because that's such a long trip that the warehouse is really not being able to keep up on the grain. It's doing better with the corn, it's doing great with the wood, but grain's just not enough. And really the only reason why it's doing so good on the corn is because, I mean, Chicago is not really using the corn so much. Although now that it actually has grown, maybe you'll be using more. I'm not sure about that actually. But maybe it might be worth doing the same thing to Chicago as well, really. Maybe I could just get... Well, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have as much of an issue with Chicago getting busy as I do with Toledo. So I'll hold off on that for now. But it's... What happened to that train? I don't know where that train went. So this is my... Is that the Chicago Indy Freight? Okay, so the Chicago Indy Freight still hasn't made its way over there yet. That's actually being embarrassed. That's a little bit embarrassing. Okay, what are you waiting for? Toledo London Freight. Oh yeah, because I have my express trains using that second lane as well as the London ones. But I only have one freight line actually using that one, so I can live with that. Okay, so if a train gets deleted, it goes back to its point of origin, I'm guessing? But I am running out of... along this route. Supply tower. I really just need to get like a post-it note and write supply tower on it. I need to get this taken care of now before it's too late, because I'm about to be starting my freight train on this line. So I'm going to save money by sharing the bridge between the two lines and getting this one back onto that line. I need to go into single mode and going ahead and set this up. So hopefully that will keep the traffic going into Chicago fine. Okay, what are you supplying here? Being filled. Okay, that's fine. I've taken care of that. Toledo what? Toledo cannot be reached. By who? Wait. There's a train here? Toledo Indy Express. Because this one's coming in. I didn't even see that this train was here. Good grief. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have to... Wait, I don't really want to double this one up, because it's never going to be more than this one train. Darn. Okay, so I pretty much need to find a solution just for right now. Well, I was planning on expanding down here, to be honest. How much would it be just to swing this around? Can I make like a U-turn? 152? Really? That seems incredibly overpriced. Right. I think I can probably manually do it better. So, fine. I'll just put that down so I can refund it. You're supposed to be going off to Toledo. You should be able to reach it now. You should be able to reach Toledo. You should be able to reach Toledo. What's this one doing now? Waiting for Toledo Indy Express. You should be able to reach Toledo. Toledo takes a critical stance. Someone sent another reporter.
My reporter took a close
thank
look
you for
at your
that.
small business.
Alright, so why aren't you... I mean, I've set you up a nice personal roundabout just for you. And you're telling me that Toledo cannot be reached. There's no reason why you can't reach Toledo now. You're just being a douche. Indianapolis, Chicago. Slow due to missing equipment. But you just pass through here. All lines go under this, right? Yeah, all lines go under that. And why are you still not moving? What if I make this easier on you? Oh, how did it get hit with one way? How did all of this get hit with one way? Oh dear. That explains a lot. Okay, I want it to be one way out of the city, but I don't want it to be one way all the way down. That's just stupid. This game is infuriating at times. Okay. So... well, I guess what I need here... yeah, what I need here is to bring this line over to here. So I'm guessing that now it's moving. Great. Wait, why did he go that way? There was so much room for you to go on that nice little personal roundabout that I built for you. But no, you wanted to go this way. You want to be different. Okay, so I need to find a way to get a new track laid here somewhere. 2 trains cannot... Yeah, no, I don't want to look at that. I want to get this line down. Okay, there. Now will you go? Thank you so much. You are so generous with your time and energy. Jerks. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, I can delete this. And I can go on ahead and get my refund for that waste that no one even bothered using. And I'm going to go ahead and get this small train station down here for the grain. Because now that Indianapolis is actually exporting its beer, I might as well ensure that they're getting enough grain to be able to sustain that trade. And that's going to be a freight train. And I'm going to need to put in a signal system here. Frankly, I don't even really need a signal because I doubt I'm going to put a second train on this. And then just one final to prevent anything from getting here when the station is in place, or which is when the station is busy, I should say. Okay. And my Chicago Indy freight train is getting loaded with beer. I'm sure Chicago is parched by now. A random breakdown. Waiting for the Chicago meat line to do its thing. But they're pretty quick about it. Being serviced. And chai corn line. Okay. So off he goes. This one's coming in. And he's still waiting. Maybe it's about time that I expand Chicago. I think that might be my next priority. Oh wait, no, I've already expanded Chicago. Okay. Well, actually, yeah, I've already expanded Chicago. I mean, why don't I just go on ahead and add a line to Chicago? It's not going to let me. How much of this do I have to delete the whole darn thing? Of course, I have to delete the whole darn thing. Okay, what if I go on ahead and find a place? Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. And I'm going to delete this. And can I just put one back where it was? No, of course I can't put it back where it was. So how far back? All the way back to the... Alright, so I'm gonna need to let that train go. Okay. Is that far enough? Yes, it is. Great. So I can go on ahead and reline this whole track. Because I need to find an earlier point for these trains to cross over onto each other's tracks. Alright, so... can I find something down around here? But that's still not going to give me enough room. So yeah, I think I better go on ahead and do this one here. And then I'm going ahead and do this one here. So that just is a bit of a waste. Okay. And of course they're both marked as one way now, so that's fantastic. Okay. So I need to turn this one off as one-way directional. And I need to put a new one in with one-way directional. Okay, so perfect. Now, okay. So this is the Chicago Corn line. I'm going to go ahead and put this one on track 2. And Chai Corner Wood line, I'm not going to bother with you. And the Chicago Meat line, I'm going to go ahead and put you on track 2 as well. So, Indianapolis and the supplies are coming from this side. And I'm probably going to be putting in a new freight line here to Chicago soon once I get fabric coming in. Let's see if that improves things. Alright. Alright, seems like things are running okay over here. Oh, hey, I got enough for that express line. Rogers American.
This isn't a locomotive, it's a scrap heap on wheels.
Well, I won't take that too personally. Okay. I need to rename some of these. So this is going to be London Cow Line. And this is going to be Toronto Cow Line. Toronto. They always made fun of me being the American up in Canada, how I pronounce that. Alright, so I think that's everything. So now I'm going to just go on ahead and select my express lines and replace them all. 14 each. Okay, one is not a Rogers and it's broken down. And that's it for my express lines. Okay, random breakdowns, random breakdowns. I can live with random breakdowns. Alright, he's going down to get some more corn or grain. Random breakdown, random breakdown. So many freaking random breakdowns. Okay. How's my warehouse keeping up? Still falling behind on the grain. And corn is not doing too great either, really. Okay, so I think it's time that I do my expansion.
Women and children on board, downhill, and with a tailwind?
How's my personnel doing? I've added a lot of things now. Reduces maintenance requirements, conductor. Passengers pay 10% more. Alright. Security guard, 6% more on freight. I've added a couple of freight lines, so I'm going to go ahead and pick him up. Saboteur brings one opponent station industries to a halt for several weeks. I still have him on staff. Perfect. So, go ahead and find one of my express lines. Manage train. I'll put the conductor. Well, do I have any other conductors free? 15% on mail, 10% on mail. Chicago Indy Express doesn't have one. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assign him to that one. Because well, this one's not doing too great either. But yeah, I just noticed that this one's not doing big dollars. So yeah, I might as well just put him down here. Up to 235. Is that industry still available? Okay. So I'll hold off on my expansion on my grain idea for a little bit longer, just so that I can get this purchased before anyone else beats me to it. Carter Ranch near Baltimore. I just got in touch with you guys. A rural business is currently experiencing difficulty. The family is looking for an investor. Would you like to take over the business for $176,000? Carter Ranch. Near Baltimore. I mean, that would be decent, because I'm almost 100% sure Baltimore is a... But I'm trying to save up for the other place. I'm gonna do it. Protective wall. Increases the number of passengers. 46. Oh, everyone's just trying to take my money. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, I don't know, girl. I think I very well could be. So I'm gonna hold off on connecting this. Yeah, Baltimore Estate. Good, good. Otherwise, I'd have no use for that damn barn over there. Okay, Stoker. Stoker, how much is a Stoker? Increase speed, so I need her for my express lines. Everyone taking my money. So... Express line without a Stoker. Okay, you're hired. Go do some good things. Alright, I need money coming in. No one build anything in Chicago. Okay, where's my money? Come on, I'm at 63. Where's my money? Oh, I'm paused. 65, okay. There comes my money. Alright, come on, more money, more money. 97. 100. Can I just build a station in Baltimore and hook that up for now? Yeah, I could also get the corn coming in. Locomotive slowed due to missing equipment? I'm certain I have. Yeah, I have a supply here. Oh wait, is this the meat line? Yeah, that's the cow line. Darn. Okay, yep. Supply tower. I need one down here. I should have planned that a little bit better, but that's fine. Alright, you can get some stuff on the way back. There's just so much to keep track of in this game. 140. 150. Okay, well, I thought I was going to go to 150. Random breakdown, 150. And, of course, the meat line breaks down here. Okay. 180, 200. No one's built anything yet.
I wanted to help you reduce your monthly.
Who was recruited? Oh, I haven't assigned... Oh, I never assigned him. Well, I don't know who she stole. They could have made that a little bit more clear. So Chicago Indy Freight. They have a security guard. How about the London Toronto? Wait, that's not a freight line. Where's it? Toledo London Freight. He has a security guard. Okay, do I have another freight? Chicago Indy Freight. Chicago Toledo Express. No, so I'll just sit on him, I guess. I do think I'm probably going to be reestablishing this freight line once I do get a No! Someone built a factory! How much if I just wanted to buy that? 461. Oh. Well, okay. It'll cost me a little bit more money, but I can still buy it. Random breakdowns. So many random breakdowns. Stoker. Maximum speed, 5%. I can always find a place for speed. Do I have any other express trains that do not have a stoker? Well, this one said security guard, but that's a freight security guard, isn't it? Yes, he's a freight security guard. Right. Do you need a stoker? Yes, you do need a stoker. Assigned. Okay.
What do we have here? A new technology.
Speaking of technology, I've got 100 and some points. Ticket prices for passengers, 7%. Alright, I'm gonna just hop on that, because I could use some money. More money. $300. Toledo's still growing, isn't it? I don't see the little up mark. Oh, there it is. Station Master. What? Station Master reduces maintenance time? Okay, so they get repaired faster. I'll hire you. Yep. $330. Alright, so first thing is I'm going to try to buy this factory here. And then I'm going to be setting up something that I hope will work to emphasize this little roundabout that I've got going on over here. Okay, I'm nearing into 400. Just one or two more train loads of stuff. At 533, it's already going up. Okay. 420. 460. 480. Well, now that Chicago's grown, what else does it need? 520, is that enough? 540. Oh, okay, almost. 524, 526. Ten more. 10 more, come on. 513. Yes, I'll buy it. No one else bid it. Nobody else bid it. Okay, finally. Alright, now that I have that, what do I do with it? But I suppose I'll just work on this one problem at a time. At least I do have the factory now. Regardless, I guess I'll leave it be for now with this video. I'll pick up again on the next one, and I'll figure out what to be doing next. Until then, I hope you have a good one.